So we definitely need something larger. This smaller tank already does the job for the upper stage. This doesn't have the thrust to weight to get us into orbit, darn it. So we'd need to up the thrust on these babies. Because of course we massively upgraded the, thank you for that follow. We massively upgraded the size of this, but we didn't suitably upgrade the engines we have underneath. Because now we would have to go a full scale higher, I think. Which of course massively decreases our delta V. Oh my god, this puzzle is crazy. Let's go back to the drawing board. Hold up. This is our second stage for atmosphere. We need to add about 3,000 delta V. Thank you for that follow. Hey, Igor. Good to have you in here. How are you doing? As you can see, we are currently going absolutely insane. I am not able to follow all these follows. Thank you so much. Going absolutely insane trying to get a rocket that has enough speed to actually get into orbit now. Because we simply do not have the delta V, so we do need more delta V. So I'm trying to find some combination that will get us to the 4,000 delta V that we need using what we have. So up into stage 5, up to and including stage 5, this needs to be, is that stage 5, is that right? Yep, that is what should get us into orbit. Which means we lack 1,000 delta V. Thank you for that follow. I'm trying some crazy stuff right now. Normally you'd have far different engines. And thank you as well. I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna get just a sore throat from saying thank you all the time. Oh wow, this Kerbal is not liking it so far. See, this would be utterly ridiculous and massively over-engineered to get this baby into orbit. Massively over-engineered, and as well, as you notice, it wouldn't even have the thrust to weight that we need to get off the ground. Ay, 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 ay. The problem is the inefficiency of the rockets that I have. The engines that I have just aren't built to get heavy loaders up into space. So potentially our grand idea of an Apollo 11 mission, I don't know if that's feasible. I'm just a premier Kerbal streamer. Now that'd be the day. Premier Kerbal streamer who cannot even get his rocket off the ground. We're close though, we're so close. I am feeling stuck on this idea of I want liquid fuel boosters at the start to see if it can get us off the ground. The only problem that I have is it still doesn't get me the 4K that we need. So what if I make it these, well, maybe not that large, maybe something like this. See what the minimal amount I'd need to add to get to 4K. Turns out to be around this. Now let's check. If I get this one like that, we dump those. And we get a little bit of aerodynamics on this. We need to make sure that these are appropriately sized. Maybe just use those because that's about where we are. Let's use these. I always wondered why if you place these, they're turned away at an odd angle from your actual vessel. I never understood why. Thank you all for those follows. A little bit larger, a little bit... There we go. And adding those would already decrease the delta V. Arg! What have I done wrong here? We had more delta V earlier, didn't we? We had 4,000. That's odd. Let's see. Increase that scale a little bit, because I strongly remember having 4,000. Panzer Zoll, hosting for 50 viewers. Thank you so much. That is just wonderful. Maybe try a Reliant in the center with swivels around it. I have a Reliant with... wait, those are Reliants. Let's see about those swivels. Oh, wait, does anyone know how you get rid of this? Do you see the mobility enhancer thing that's still open there? Not quite sure why that always gets stuck. Thank you for that follow. Ah, I see your logic. Of course, they are a little bit more efficient. So that would be enough already. Hey, that was a good idea. Good tip. Thank you. Here's the problem. We're gonna have to enlarge some of these, I think. Oh, putting them in the same thing, of course, reduces our delta V. This gives us the thrust to weight that we can use, but not the delta V. How about we try and add a small bit of fuel. Trying to see what the minimal amount is that I can add. It does look like if I start going that route, I will need a double. My God, this thing's gonna be enormous. This is the ugliest thing that I've built so far. Thank you for that follow. This doesn't get us off the ground quickly. Thank you too. Doesn't get us off the ground quickly, but it does get us off the ground. Except, will I need tail fins to stabilize this baby? I think I will. Oh, whoa, that was a weird little bit of lag. Still has us using enough, though. Of course, I'd need struts to make this even remotely stable. God, see, my problem is, if this goes wrong, we lose 3 Kerbals in one go. Thank you. Oh, okay, those lags? Oh God. They are killing me. Okay, this has the delta V to do what we need to do. This has the delta V to get into orbit. I would fire everything, then dump those, then disconnect this in upper orbit and fire that one, and we start doing our modules. What do you think, everybody? You don't have the eject system yet? Hey, sure thing, 420 Ninja. I don't think I have that safety eject. It's an engine, right? I did, I believe, have these ejection modules. So my idea is, in case something goes horribly wrong, our abort, thank you for that follow, should deploy the this one, because then it deploys and ejects us. Thank you all for those follows. We're gonna shut down on an eject all the engines we have. Thank you too. So if we press abort, this blasts open our Kerbals. All 3 of them should get tossed out this side with parachutes opening. Thank you too. Okay, please help me out here. Have I thought of everything? Are we ready to launch? Is this thing safe or a giant death trap? 3. Thank you. Manned Mun mission. I'm super nervous. What is flag planting? You know what? I like that. I like that. Let's do that as a mission thing. Too heavy. There's an orange issue at the bottom right. Is it? Oh, you're totally right. Vanen! Wow! Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Follow train hypo, indeed. Indeed, follow train amazement. Oh man, did I remove the little donation thingy here with the coins falling in? We're gonna need to upgrade, I guess. This one's expensive, but we don't need any more parts or action groups, I think. We do need the launch pad to be upgraded, so let's upgrade this one. Thank you so much, Vaden. Yeah, it is an amazing follow train, actually. I am baffled by the number of follows. Okay. Orange warning. Parachute missing? Where is that parachute missing? We don't have a parachute missing, do we? Here, we have parachutes right there. Hatch obstructed? It is not obstructed. You can get out of that thing. You know what? Safety's sake. Thank you for that follow. Safety's sake, we're gonna move this down a little bit. Just in case we do all this, we land on the darn Mun, and we can't get out of the hatch, I would flip. I would flip this, leave the stream running, and just go shout in the background. Unused oxygen. I think we're okay. Hey there, Alex. There is no cup. Yeah. Darn it. Hold on, let's see. In-game. Tip jar. Oh god. Oh, there we go. We'd have to put it like that. Darn it, just too late for your thing. In order to get more spectacular astronaut deaths, we apparently switched to manned mission. Yeah, I do want to get back on aviation, actually. We're going to make that jet and do that quest. I'm just staring at this now because I think we have all we need to land this MUN mission. Except I'm so darn nervous now. This thing is so expensive. We can lift off. Slowly, but we can lift off. We have what we... Oh, hey. A flight unit on this baby. Boom. I think we're okay. You don't have good thrust to weight? yeah, the 116 is not good. Atmospheric and KR. Bioroots, you have prevented disaster. Amazing, you are absolutely right. We would have 0.93 on the surface. Dear God, how do we solve that? We need bigger engines. You have prevented disaster. We'd probably need to adjust this. Look at this. This is 0.25. We'd probably want to adjust this. Wait, why are these 0.25? Oh, I scaled those to that size. That gets us 108, but again, that drops our entire... Oh, This is insane. Let's open... Don't save what we have. We saved it quite well just now. Okay, this is back to our earlier model, which doesn't have the thrust weight and also lacks computer flight unit that we used just now. Thank you, that follow. Get SRBs, yeah, that probably is the only possible solution. If we get that SRBs, if you can get those to get us to 5 kilometers, we already get a thrust weight of 1.06. Still not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good, but it's gonna be something. Oh my god, SRBs. This thing's gonna kill me. This thing is killing me. It's gonna need nose cones. And we need all these babies to fire at the same time. To get a 1.10 thrust to weight ratio. I probably want these to be larger. Let's see, if I get these to be larger and have them burn for like a minute. Oh, no thrust limiter. No. We are understanding TWR is thrust to weight ratio. Yes, and SRB is solid rocket booster. Exactly. Yeah. And the thing with a solid rocket booster is they give you a lot of bang for your buck, but only in low atmosphere. And, or at least, you know, they'll get you a lot of bang for your buck anyway, but these ones, the liquid fuel gets more efficient in higher altitudes. But these will burn for 50 seconds. This is the craziest thing around with these several stages. This is ridiculous. No proper actual rocket would look like this. Also, it bothers me that these rockets are different sizes. Do you see that? Top stage, bottom stage. This is hideous. Okay, this at least gets me some thrust to weight ratio for a minute to get me up, and in that minute we hopefully reach 5 kilometers, which means that the other thrust to weight is low but acceptable. Do we have everything we need? Is everybody okay with us firing this behemoth, this ridiculous thing of a rocket? Why couldn't I have just done this the easy way? Am I missing anything? Is there anything that I'm not thinking of? I'm gonna need a drink before we send these Kerbals to their death. Let me know. You would have switched the swivel on the outside with the Reliant and have the swivel in the center. Actually, what you're saying makes perfect sense, because that's the one, this is the one that's going to burn the longest and the highest. And the Reliants are more effective at lower altitude. That's a good idea. I like that idea. See what that does for us. That is a very good idea. That gives us a massive increase in delta V. Thank you for that tip. Returns for 70 centiliters of vodka. That would wreck me. I don't drink. Okay, I think we're ready for our first attempts. $200,000 rocket. 3 Kerbals in there. Our 2 people are going to be landing on the Mun, and the one who's going to be manning the orbital maneuver. Let's do this. Oh god. Thank you for that follow. Might be better to keep that one reserved for when the module lands on the Mun and the astronaut can't get out because it landed on the hatch. Oh man, that would be horrific. I'm gonna do a quick save at the start of this, at the bottom, just in case, with this size of rocket, just in case we get weird bugs. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. The Mun mission is about to... What is that? Oh, updated version available. Okay, whatever. The Mun mission is about to start. T-minus 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Okay, come on. Gently going to be angling this to the side. Thanks, Vaden. Hey, Alex. Absolutely right. We need to make this into a moment. Thank you for that follow. We're going to be cruising up like this to, I think, about 5, maybe 10k. Because I want to make sure we gain altitude. Now, look at this. The solid rocket boosters, you can recognize them by the different engine icon. Thank you for those follows. They're going to be getting out soon. I should start adjusting more into the turn. Not too much. Drop in the boosters. I think in the actual rockets they actually wait a little bit to help with the atmospheric pressures. Now I have Ferrum Aerospace installed, which means that if this thing, oh god, gets too far out of this yellow prograde vector, the rocket will in fact snap in half because of aerodynamic effects. So we're gonna have to be very careful about turning this baby, keeping it relatively close to that vector. This is so clinch, isn't it just? Oh god, oh god, oh god, not too much, not too much. Gently, gently now, Jedvin, gently. I know you have mostly experience with airplanes. We're doing good. We're doing good so far. This gravity turn is going pretty well. And remember, we still have all our outside engines, which, since they seem to be going at roughly the same speed as the center engine... Oh! We're already going to 70k. I'm gonna turn these off for a moment. Have us wait until we're in orbit. We actually have over-engineered this thing. I think we have way more delta V than we need. We have so much left. Get us a rectitude rocket. Nice. Indeed, for Valentina, we must prevail. Take this moment for a little bit of a break. This is very weird. Normally, in an actual rocket launch, you would constantly accelerate, because it's actually not the thrust, the speed of the pure acceleration. Oh god! Stop doing that! Stop doing that! It's not actually the pure thrust that really gets something into orbit. It's the fact that it's constant thrust. That's what makes the real difference. We are in space at the moment, but we're not on an orbital trajectory yet. So we're very much going to have to use our massive thrust. This is the most phallic thing on this channel so far. You can see that the time to apoapsis before we reach our highest point is decreasing. But we're going to try and get this periapsis to get to 70k before we actually fall away. So I'm going to aim upwards so that we increase our apoapsis while we are firing our engines, just so that when we have to dump these and switch to the lighter rocket, that we have enough time to circularize. I'm gonna heavily get down this right now because we have an apoapsis of 80k. That's plenty of space that we have. And we see we've massively over-engineered this now. We didn't need as much by far, because this one was supposed to get us our last bit in space. But this rocket isn't even empty yet. So this is a highly inefficient rocket. We shot far more in space than we even possibly need. We're going to be able to do our intercept burn on this thing instead of what we have here. Oy, oy, oy. The nerves are real, I can tell you. Get in cockpit view right now, as one of our Kerbals sits below and the two are above there. But we could, for example, get several things in here. Imagine doing this purely from an in-cockpit view. Orbital stats. I believe we have the external cams here.